What is up, my aesthetic boys? It's Fresh, back with another video. On today's episode, we have r/ChoosingBeggars, an absolute classic on the channel, and one that I should really start doing more, I feel like. Oh god, I'm dying. Okay. Let's do this. Daily Reddit content. I use that line in my outro for like a lot of months of videos, despite the fact that since the end of August, I've barely been uploading a video a week. But that is about to change because daily Reddit content is back. That's right, I said it, the daily videos are back. The entire month of December, I will be uploading a new video every single weekday, and maybe some weekends, depending on how much I study for my finals. Pray for me. I've been given an incredibly unique opportunity with this channel, and I want to use it for good. The reason why I'm coming back with the daily content is because December ad revenue is really good, views tend to be up, and I'm going to be donating at least 50% of my December earnings to RIP Medical Debt, a charity that purchases debt and relieves it without tax implications to those who owed money. They've been able to forgive almost $1 billion in medical debt since they started in 2014. They've been a part of the largest televised giveaway in history, and their mission is one near and dear to my heart. As silly as it sounds, I'm going to try to be a Reddit channel with a very real impact on my community, my country, and those in need of assistance, and what better time to start than the holiday season. Much love to the most aesthetic fan base out there, and I will see you guys tomorrow. For real this time. Large wall clock, $5. It's too far away from me? Okay, no worries then. But if you give me free, please. Sorry, do you mean that you want the clock for free? Yes, please, I will be grateful to you. No, I'm not able to do that. Then send $10 for Uber? Huh. Let's run the numbers here. So $5 clock, except it's free, plus $10 for the Uber, and assuming they want to go back where they came from, let's take the first derivative, drop the exponent, carry the 2, and yeah, it's still not worth being a choosing beggar over a $5 clock. Come on. I'm homeless. I've been without a place to stay for weeks, if not months. I've resorted to begging on street corners. I'll take any help I can get. Just kidding, I need vegan leftovers. That's all that I'll take. Vegan leftovers. For real, come on now. I really am blessed to be moving into this new house. No more apartment, thank Christ. Yeah, bet. Hey, I was wondering, since you have like 4 empty bedrooms, can I crash a few nights? Living in my car is shit, and we finna get a lot of snow, and I don't want to freeze. Look, I want to help, trust me, I do, but me and my girl just moved in and want to enjoy us time alone in the house with no roommates. Go to a shelter, bro. Don't die and shit. Wait, so you have 4 unused rooms and won't help out a friend because you want alone time? Like, I might die in this cold with the weather being bad. Look, I'm sorry, I was unaware that if I have open rooms, I'm obligated to give them away. Well, this particular CB should have put friend in quotation instead of alone time, because a friend probably wouldn't be so emotionally manipulative as to suggest that if they don't give him a room for free in their new house, that he's gonna die. So my school's looking for a photographer for our Christmas party. But the thing is, you're going to pay us. Bear with me. You'll pay us to photograph people. Then you can use our party as a market. Or something. Am I making sense? Lamau, you're not making any sense at all. Well, actually, it does make a fair bit of sense, right? If you are stupid enough to suggest that the photographer should pay you to work at your event, it makes sense that you'd assume other people were just as stupid. Anyone got any free stuff they want to send me? P.S. I'm not paying postage either. Thanks in advance. Finding a husband is hard. You find a handsome one, the brain is empty. You find a brilliant one, he looks too serious. You find a rich one, he is disrespectful. You find a hardworking one, he never has time for you. You find a serious one, his ex keeps calling. You find a humble one, he is broke. You find a responsible one, he is not romantic. You find an educated one, he feels he is always right. You find an illiterate one, He always gets angry whenever you correct him. You find a smart one, he lies every time. Okay, let's hit the rewind button real quick, roll back the tape. Number 9, you find an illiterate one. So far through the entire post, that's 8 before and 1 after, we follow the exact same sequence. It's like an equation of sorts, right? You start off with a positive trait that you might look for in an ideal partner, and then you finish by saying, but that ideal trait comes with this not ideal trait. Like, you find a handsome husband, but he has no brain. You find a humble one, but he has no money. You find an educated one, but he feels he's always right. Until we get to number 9, where the good adjective, as we've laid out so far in this pattern, is you find an illiterate one. I'm not sure if this is a kink or a specific type that I'm just missing out on, but I definitely haven't ever seen illiterate in league with a humble, serious, hardworking, and wealthy on the list of qualities you want in a partner. But anyhow, the real problem, yes, that wasn't the only problem. The real problem with this post is it's like, okay, we'll go with the equation format, right? I say a positive thing, so we find a great phone. It's the best smartphone you've ever had, but it has Samsung emoji. Samsung, what the f*** were you thinking that this emoji equates anything to this comparable emoji from an iPhone or even Microsoft? Okay, what about this emoji? They don't translate the same. Imagine my dismay, my absolute chagrin, upon receiving in the summer of 2017 a beautiful, a gorgeous Galaxy S7 Edge, only to find out that my girlfriend couldn't understand my text that included emojis because on her end, her iPhone, they looked totally different. Also, she was illiterate, so that was a problem in understanding text messages, but that's apparently an ideal quality in someone. I would like to buy your long red redacted for $150. Okay, can you meet up tomorrow? Sorry, bud, I had to put gas, but I got $100. I'll see you today. That sounds like weirdly threatening. I'll see you today. How about no? I'm looking for an expert financial writer. Come on, apply now. Experience, I'm only looking for, 3 years of writing preferred and 4 years in finance. Native language, English, right? Salary, 10 cents to 50 cents an hour. 10 cents to 50 cents an hour. First of all, that is an extremely broad range. Can you imagine advertising a job and saying that it pays between $10 and $50 an hour, but giving no indication where along that spectrum you might lie? Doesn't work so well. Also, 10 cents an hour. Giving money to beggars is not an expression of compassion so much as a reflection of your gullibility. Normal people contribute to charitable causes. Idiots contribute to an increase in beggars. Are you normal? Price is subject to change according to customers' attitude. If you're arrogant, grouchy, irritable, or just a pain in the ass, there'll be an extra charge for putting up with your shit. I love how they frame it. Are you normal? If you give to beggars, you're not normal. Are you normal? So, y'all have been praying, God's been moving, and we have decided it's time to release our big news. We're moving to redacted state that's horribly redacted so everyone can tell it's Pennsylvania. I got accepted into an amazing ministry school, and Redacted and I are so excited to see what the Lord has for us in this new city. We will be moving at the end of August, and we're told by the Lord we weren't going to entirely self-fund. He wants to bless those who bless us. If he's laying on your heart to financially support us, please reach out via personal message, DM or PM, texting, messenger, etc. And thank you to all of those continuing to prayerfully support. We are so blessed by our friendship here in Redacted. You will forever be our HOME, home, the Redacteds. Okay, imagine being the friend or family member of this person who reads on their friend or family member's Instagram that they have in all caps, and I quote, big news with 3 exclamation points, right? Only to scroll down a little bit past those 3 fancy dots to find out that the big news is that you, the friend or family member, will be paying for them to move. Oh, nay, I stand corrected. That the Lord commands you to pay for them to move. Hey y'all, you've probably seen me post about monthly fundraising before, but within the next few weeks, I have to raise a one-time $1,500 tour fee aside from monthly living expenses. The Lord is so... It's another God post. Okay, just to clear it up, I don't personally hate religion. I think the religion does a lot of good for a lot of people, but people tend to use religion in negative ways sometimes, and we should be allowed to criticize that. Back to the post. The Lord is so faithful, and I know He'll provide every penny for the tour fee and abundantly more to cover my monthly expenses, flights, etc. So, if you'd like to partner with me, you can directly donate through one of the links below or message me. This includes if you'd like to become a regular monthly supporter. Your generosity directly funds me being able to go out to college campus, etc., and preach the gospel. Thank you in advance. Here's my Cash App and Venmo, also my PayPal email. 23 hours ago from camera roll, tour fee countdown, $1,500. Folks, I can picture it now, right? A day from now, tour fee countdown, $1,500. Okay, slow start, but you know, this is a long game. We're in it for the long haul. 1 week from now, tour fee countdown, $1,500. Okay, guys, I have flights to be paid for, right? The Lord commands you do so. Pastors get greedy about money. So my church has a thing where you can give money to support it, like every church. Like, you know, help pay the pastor's salary, give to mission trips, and help pay for people who need help. In the beginning, it was a no-notice form of giving. The bowl stayed in the back of the sanctuary so that there was no big attention drawn to it. Then they started getting greedy. They made giving money part of the service, and they got more bowls so that no one would be missed. Then it got even worse. The pastors actually suggested that the children be given chores and the teens should go and get jobs so that they could earn money. Then they said the money the children, 5 to 17, earned should all be given to the church since it will teach them to share and be generous. Like, the little kids were actually expected to give $10 every week and the teens 20 to 40 every week. And you were heavily judged by the pastors and deacons if you didn't. My Nana had 6 kids to support and couldn't do it. She was also super angry that they would try to steal children's hard-earned money. People were shocked into silence, and a few actually did it, thinking they were helping the church. Turns out the money was being used to give the pastors and their kids a life of luxury. The money they were giving was giving the pastors a very hearty paycheck as well as a severance package of $50,000. It was paying for their children to attend expensive colleges for 6 to 8 years, paying for their cars and even their houses. People were pissed, understandably, when they found this out. They immediately withdrew their money and stopped giving. The pastors were forced to accept a pay cut, and they had to beg for it. People are a lot less giving now. Right, so back to my thoughts on religion. Look, I've expressed them before, and I don't think that religion is inherently bad, nor are the people who practice religion inherently bad, but religion can and historically has often been used by groups of people for much less conscionable practices like the story in question. Hey, I'd be pissed if I were at that church too.